In this video, I'll be making Stuffed Crust Pizza Ravioli, a new recipe I just invented, and you are getting to see its first trial right now. It's basically my baked ravioli recipe, only with pizza toppings and cheese ravioli as the stuffed crust. Brilliant, right? You just have to try it. Okay, so here's what I have. Basically, I got some hot Italian sausage, some pepperoni, half of a red bell pepper, onion, pizza sauce, some oregano and red pepper flakes, the mozzarella ravioli, using the fresh kind this time. I got some mozzarella and some provolone cheese. I'm going to mix that together, make a little blend. There you have it. Okay. So like I said, I got my hot Italian sausage. I'm just going to use a medium saucepan here. Put that on medium high. I'm going to brown this sausage and crumble it up. I'm going to mix this into the sauce. Kind of like I do for my baked ravioli. Got my favorite spatula. Get this broken up a little bit after it cooks a little while. Okay, so I'm going to get started on the onion here. Okay, I'm only going to use half this onion for this. I'm just going to dice this up. Okay, so I'm just going to do a fairly small dice on this onion. So I'm going to mix this into the sauce. And I just want little chunks in there to spread out over the pizza, basically. Okay, so the sausage has been cooking for just a little bit there. It's got a little brown on the bottom now, a little easier to break it up. And I want to break this up into kind of small pieces, because I'm going to mix this into the sauce, like I said. I just want to spread it throughout the whole thing, like spreading sausage over your pizza. Okay, so I just saved half of this onion. Slide it over to the side. Now I'm just going to dice up this red pepper. I want a fairly small dice on this too. So now I'm getting it down to the sizes I want, and it's pretty well done now. Okay, so I'll put add the onion and the peppers. Basically, I'm just going to cook these until they're softened a bit. I don't want to have to have them soften while I'm baking. I don't want to have to bake it that long. But okay, so I'll just get me out a large skillet and add some oil, because I'm going to be frying these raviolis. Just turn the heat on to medium high. I want to crisp them up a little bit. Kind of make like a crust on the bottom. Okay, so I'm just going to preheat the oven to 375. I'm going to cook it a lot lower than we would a pizza. So I was stirring that stuff over there. I thought, hey, I should have some olives too. So I'm going to slice up some olives. Okay, so I just want to figure out how many I want to use here. I don't want to slice all these up. I think I want a little more. So I finally end up here with 3/4 cup. I'll slice those up. And of course you could use a can of sliced olives. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and grate the cheese. I got my provolone. Got some mozzarella. Unfortunately, I'm never able to find a blocks of provolone, so I got this sliced, but it shouldn't be too hard to grate. Actually, this is left over from the other day when I made the chicken parmesan sandwiches, sub sandwiches. You should check that video out if you get a chance. I think a lot of times people don't think about putting provolone on pizza, but I think it's pretty common. I don't know. I have a Chicago deep dish style pizza that has a layer of provolone on the bottom. And basically, I need 2 cups of cheese, so I'm going to be grating about 4 ounces of each. 4 ounces, about a cup when it's grated. Okay, so like I said, I just need about 4 ounces. I'm going to cut about half of this, maybe a little more. This is full fat mozzarella, but you could just use the low fat too. Okay, I think this stuff's done enough. Onions and peppers are pretty soft now, or softer. So I'm just going to dump in this. It's a 14-ounce jar of pizza sauce. This is kind of a nice sauce. You can see it's got chunks of tomato in there, if you like that. I'm sure the sauce has oregano in it, but I'm just going to go with some more. Can't have too much. And I'm just rubbing that between my fingers there to break it up, open it up a little bit. And just let that oregano suck up some liquid and bloom, as they say. Okay, I'm just going to add the olives. Could just sprinkle them on as you're building it, but I think I'll go ahead and throw them into the sauce. Okay, time to fry up the ravioli. These are, of course, not frozen, so they're just fresh, sort of fresh. If you could use frozen ravioli for this, but if you're using frozen, I would suggest thawing them out before you fry them, or at least thaw them out most of the way. I don't know. I think when people make the deep fat fried ones, they don't thaw them out, but I don't know. Ooh, almost lost that one. And these, I think you don't want to crowd it. You don't want to, you want them one layer, so we can get some browning on each side. So I'm just going to do half at a time, do batches. So that sauce is pretty well done, so it's just turned off. Let it start cooling down. Okay, so I got my 9x13 casserole pan here, or baking dish. I'm just going to spray that with a little oil. Then I'm going to start out like I do with my other ravioli dish with about half a cup or so of the sauce, the meat sauce. Just kind of spread that out on the bottom. Little layer below the ravioli, just so it's not dry on the bottom. Of course, I wanted to get that in there because these are going to be done fairly soon, so I just want to be able to take these out and put them right into the pan, not have to use a plate or something to put them on, because of course that means less dishes to wash. Some of these are kind of puffing up, so I'm just going to poke a hole in it, flatten it out. Okay, those are pretty well done. So I'm just going to get those down in the pan here. Okay, let's let those cool a bit and we'll start the next batch. Okay, those will cool down a little bit. They're still pretty toasty though. Like I said, I'm just going to layer these out, shingle them up, I guess it's called, where they overlap a little bit. And you can see I'm basically making the crust. Of course, it's a stuffed crust, stuffed with mozzarella. Okay, this batch is pretty well done, I think. I'm just trying to get them out of there without dumping all the grease in. Those are toasty. Okay, so you can see our crust is coming together. Even just a few extra. So it did cover them nicely. Okay, so I'm just going to spoon my sauce over at the top here. Try to spread it out evenly. Onto our pizza crust. That's looking pretty good. Now let's need to put on our cheese, of course. Again, this is a mix of mozzarella and provolone. Okay, while I was frying and stirring over there, I remembered I needed some Parmesan. I got this grated Parmesan, so I'm just going to put some of that on the top too. Yeah, I should say shredded Parmesan. Okay, I'm going to cover the top with pepperoni. Definitely got to have pepperoni on your pizza. Okay, and then for the final touches here, we're going to go a little more Parmesan. Just a little light sprinkle. Some oregano, only open the other side. The shaker side, not the spoon side. Pay attention. Okay, that's a little better. And some red pepper flakes. Okay, that's basically ready to go in the oven. Okay, so I was going to show all of the making the salad, but I screwed up. Anyway, you know how to make a salad. I just got lettuce and tomatoes in there so far. Some Romain lettuce and Romain hearts. And some Roma tomatoes. Now I'm going to do some cucumber, English cucumber. Next up, some shredded cheese, a Mexican blend. Okay, some black olives. Just going to slice up a few of those there. Okay, we got some boiled eggs today. So I just slice those up. I get this nifty egg slicer. Okay, so I got everything ready over here with our plates and our salad and our dressing and our croutons, sunflower seeds. Okay, I'd put our stuffed crust pizza ravioli in the oven. Just got the oven preheated to 375. Just gonna cook it for 30 minutes. Okay, she's done. Looking pretty good. Sizzling there. Beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna fill up my plate. Stringy cheese there. Too bad you can't smell it through the screen. Smells just like pizza. Our nice stuffed crust there. Oh yeah, lovely sausage, pepperoni, and black olive pizza. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell to let YouTube know this is the type of content you like to watch. Comments are welcome.